You are looking live at Cowboy Field, where tonight the Breckenridge Cowboys will play host to the Pine River Backus Tigers. I'm Raleigh Lipp alongside Kevin Heidemann. Brian Watson is here. He will produce tonight's game. Joe Schreiner and Camden Kelson are on the cameras. And we are really happy you could join us on homecoming night here at Cowboy Field. Cowboys coming off a bad road loss last week at Pillager. Cowboys looking for their first win of the season. Pine River Backus, two lopsided losses to start the season, but they win their first game of the season last week, Kevin, and they got a couple of guys back that missed those first two games. So this is a team that seems to be trending in the right way. I'm talking Pine River Backus.
Right, and you look at all these scores, Raleigh, from week to week and who they played and their records, and not a lot of this makes sense, right? And Pine, and these guys are a perfect example. Like you said, they lost their first two games 69-14 to Upsala, which is a pretty good team. They're ranked 9th in the state right now. And Mills beat them 38-0. And then Mills turns around the next week and loses 39-0 to Parker's Prairie. But those first two games, they had a couple kids ineligible. They also have a brand new or first-year coach, and they did a lot of stuff, a lot of motion, ran a lot of different plays the first couple games. A lot of more complex stuff, and then going into the Wadena game, they just simplified everything, right? And they ended up with a victory, 13-12. And so, just kind of changed everything, went right back to the basics, and that worked for them. So, that's what I'm kind of expecting to see from these guys again tonight. But again, when you look at these scores and try and compare, wins and losses and how they've competed against like components, man, it's all over the place.
Well, it's a big game for the Cowboys. You mentioned they're 0-3. That last week, a lot of people thought they were going to go up and beat a Pillager team that had given up a lot of points, and Pillager really took it to the Cowboys. This is a big one. We're approaching the halfway mark now of the season, and the Cowboys got to start putting up some wins. And this is their first section game of the season, so tonight would be a good start.
It would be a good start, and you're right, Raleigh. I mean, it was a really tough loss, the Staples game. I mean, that was a game we virtually had won, right? And then we go up there, Pillager had only won 2 games the previous year. They had not won a game this year. I think we went in there pretty confident, thinking that, we're going to walk out of there with a victory. At least I was pretty confident that we would, the way we matched up. And it didn't go our way. I mean, 3 turnovers the first half. We were down 33-7. Bailey kind of got hurt, didn't play the second half. So this is just a huge game to kind of turn things around. First section game of the year, but it's more important than just in the one-loss column. I mean, it's important just, you got to believe. You got to believe in what you're doing. You got to believe in your system. You got to have some confidence. I mean, all of that stuff. This game is gigantic in relation to all of that.
You look at this game on paper, you think we're going to see a lot of points in this game tonight. Pine River comes into tonight's game giving up 40 points a game, and the Cowboys not a whole lot better, giving up 32 a game.
Right. Well, and the thing about it is with, Pine River, I mean, only giving up 12 to Wadena last week and kind of changing how they're running their offense. I mean, their quarterback runs the ball 30-35 times a game, eats up a lot of clock, right? If there's not a lot of turnovers, who knows? The opposite could happen. And, of course, with Bailey, we're not sure what he's going to do as far as being able to run the football. So there's a lot of question marks right now.
All right, Breckenridge and Pine River Backus kickoff coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Pre-game show brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planting sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley. All right, band, getting the crowd ready to roll here on homecoming night. We'll now send it over to PA announcer Art Gracco for tonight's introductions. Starting lineups brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for all of your insurance needs.
Good evening, everyone. Again, welcome to a wonderful evening for football. At this time, let's meet the starting line as first for the Pine River Backus Tigers, their offensive unit. A tackle, sophomore number 56, Carson Crawford. At guard, a junior number 78, Eli Abraham. At center, a senior number 64, Austin DeGroat. At guard, a junior number 77, Dalton Myers. At tackle, a sophomore number 71, Cole Oberfell. At tight end, a freshman number 80, Logan Tyminski. At wide receiver, a sophomore number 22, Brody Mongan. At wide receiver, a senior number 40, Nevada Ehlenfeld. At fullback, a junior number 44, Earl Stockman. At running back, a senior number 25, Brady Rule. And at quarterback, a senior number 20, Chance Abraham. Coaches, Nate Fisher, Michael Donnell, Rob Johnson, Eric Vetch, Mike Lapella, Mark Gagnon, and Terry Holden. And now, for the Breckenridge Cowboys and their offensive unit. At tackle, a junior, number 56, Eli Butts. At guard, a senior, number 52, Brian Martinez. At center, a sophomore, number 53, Henry Sledadal. At guard, a sophomore, number 54, Tegan Abel. At tackle, a senior, number 50, Carter Benson. At tight end, a junior, number 4, Caleb Albertson. At wide receiver, a senior, number 12, Dawson Weinbar. At wide receiver, a senior, number 17, Jacob Kunkel. At running back, a sophomore, number 21, David Erlinson. At running back, a junior, number 33, Paul Armitage. And at quarterback, a senior, number 7, Bailey Evans. Cowboys are coached by Carson Yagi, Jordan Christensen, Joel Herter, Eric Erlinson, Michael McCall, Josh Nordick, and Noah Brendan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask everybody to please rise, remove your cap or hat, face the flag on the north end of the football field as we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, with the playing of the national anthem by the Breckenridge High School Band under the direction of Emily Christensen. Thank you, Emily, and thank you, band. The officials for tonight are from the Detroit Lakes Officials Association. They are Terry Eider, Hunter Graham, Rod Engel, Rich Martinson, and Dylan Savory. Let's get ready and play some football.
There you go, Art Gracco, PA announcer here at Cowboy Field. Art always does a great job getting the crowd ready for some football. A beautiful night, 67 degrees here as we get set to kick off. Look at the field in the northeast corner. It's hardly moving over there, so hardly any wind. Just another perfect night, and the lights are working. Remember last time we had a broadcast here a couple of weeks ago, the lights on the northeast side of the field were out, and it was very dark over in that corner. But happy to say that they got those light fixed, and we are all set for football. Pine River won the toss; they deferred, so the Cowboys will get the football first. You like that?
Yeah, I do like it. I mean, go and try to establish something early. I'm curious to see what we're going to look like and what role Bailey's going to play after his injury. See,
Chance will tee it up for the Tigers. He's also their quarterback. You'll hear that name, Chance Abraham. The kicker, he's also the quarterback, and he'll do the majority of their running tonight. The Armitage boys are deep for the Cowboys, and they'll squib it deep. That is Gabe at the 20, right up the middle of the field, across the 35, across the 40. Great field position here for the Cowboys. They'll start at their own 45-yard line after a very nice return by Gabe Armitage.
Yeah, and so just, kind of the unknowns we were talking about in the pregame. If you didn't know, I mean, Bailey played only the first half last week. He had a rib injury, and, it took every snap in practice, but I don't think he's going to play defense tonight. I don't think he'll be on that side of the ball, and not really sure, how much he's going to run the ball.
You mentioned the Cowboys giving up 32 points a game. They are scoring a decent average, 19 points a game offensively. They'll start in great field position here, 1st and 10 at the 45. That's Erlinson in motion. Now we'll set up in the backfield. And it's Armitage over the left side, breaks an arm tackle. A nice run there. Looked like they had him in the backfield there. He was able to break through an arm tackle, and a nice gain on first down up to midfield.
And you know what? These guys run a lot of 5-2, 5-3 offense, and they blitz a lot. I mean, they'll take chances and blitz a lot of the linebackers, and their secondary will play off. I mean, they're not going to get beat deep. They'll give you a lot of room underneath, but whether or not we can take advantage of that throwing the ball is yet to be seen.
All right, 2nd and 5 for the Cowboys, ball marked right at midfield. And here is Armitage again trying to get to the corner, and he does.
Got a hold.
Yeah, he's close to the first down, but there is a flag down in the backfield, and it will be a hold on the Cowboys, and that's a biggie.
And again, we talked about this last home game, but the rule change this year, that would have been a spot of foul, and it would have been 2nd and forever. Now that 10 yards is going to go from the line of scrimmage since it occurred in the backfield. So that saved us 5 or 6 yards, that rule change.
See Terry Eider wearing the white cap tonight. Of course, Terry, a graduate of Wahpeton High School, does a great job in that association up in Detroit Lakes. He's been at it a long time, not just football. He's a great basketball official, too.
And a big baseball guy.
Yeah, he is. He's done a lot of things
guy.
With that baseball, and that's a great field they have up there in Detroit Lakes. All right, instead of 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, after the penalty, now 2nd and 15. And Armitage, the first 2 carries, and he'll get it again here on 2nd and long. And this time they do get to him in the backfield. That's big number 77, Dalton Myers, who was 270 pounds. And he'll play on the offensive side as well.
And there's no question, Pine River, I mean, they're big. They're bigger than we are. Supposedly they're not athletic, meaning that they're not going to outrun you. I mean, they don't have great quickness, but they definitely have size.
Yeah, you look at the big guys, the front 4. Those are some big boys. Cowboys get the check mark in terms of speed, but yeah, size, no question. Pine River much bigger than the Cowboys. Here's Erlinson, his first run of the game, and he'll get it back to the original line of scrimmage, the 45-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th and 10, and the Cowboys are going to have to be going to be forced to punt it away here on their first possession.
And so that series kind of just emphasized what we were talking about. I mean, we didn't throw the ball and Bailey didn't run the ball. I mean, he pretty much took the snap from center and handed the ball off. And so, I mean, that's a direct result of his injury last week, and that's definitely going to have an impact on our offense.
Right, Cooper Roberts will punt it away for the Cowboys. Abraham is back deep, and this is a low punt. Might have hit somebody's helmet up front. It'll roll out of bounds at the 34-yard line. That's where the Tigers will get their first shot at it. 1st and 10 at their own 34.
So big question mark on the Cowboy defense, because we've really struggled to just stop the basic run play, and especially to stop the option. So we'll see if, and of course Bailey ain't playing defense tonight either, but we'll see if we've made any changes or improved in that.
And again, Chance Abraham will do most of the running tonight for the Tigers out of the quarterback position. And most likely it won't be anything fancy, and it isn't. It's Chance over the right side, and the Cowboys don't let him get outside. Maybe a yard over there on the right side, but that's about it.
I mean, basically they, like you said, Raleigh, he'll run the ball 30 to 35 times, and their two big offensive linemen, 71 and 77, will switch sides. I mean, they'll go to whatever side of the line of scrimmage that they're going to run the ball. So it's not like we don't know what they're going to do. They're not doing anything special. They're not trying to trick us. They're not running a lot of motion. It's just, can we physically stop them?
And it looked like Chance got nothing over there on the right side, but it's across the 35. It's a 2-yard gain. Here's the second man through on the left side.
Brady Rowe on the carry.
Let's see. That's number 25, Brady Rule.
Got an injury.
He got back maybe to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Is that?
Kind of looked like he got bent.
Is that Rule on the? We'll get a timeout on the field. We'll take one too. 8:44 to play here in the first quarter. Timeout on the field, an injury timeout on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. No score on the Three Borders Sports Network.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. 8:44 play here in the first quarter. Pine River Backus has the football. Their first possession of the night. 3rd and 10, big third and 8 coming up. That injured player, Cole Oberfell, and he's one of their better offensive linemen. 265 pounds, just a sophomore. They've got some big guys up front.
And that's a big blow to Pine River, because he is arguably their best offensive lineman, and they run behind him all night.
Yeah, it looked like Rule just kind of rolled him up from behind. So we hope Oberfell is. We hope that's not a serious injury. He's sitting down on the far side, but needed a little assistance to get off the field. Chance will throw on 3rd down and overthrown his intended receiver, number 40, Nevada Evenfeld. And that pass a little bit high for Evenfeld, so that'll bring up 4th down, and Pine River goes 3 and out. So not a first down by either team here on the first possessions of the game.
Well, the Cowboy defense did what they needed to do. I mean, everybody did their job, and were successful getting off the field.
The Cowboys should get the ball in pretty good field position. Weinbar back deep to receive the punt, standing at his own 30. Boy, and a high snap. Boy, and the Cowboys, how they didn't block that is amazing.
You know what?
Ball bounced at the 45 and rolled dead at about the 40.
You know, I think
he could have tackled him.
Yeah, I think he pulled up,
Yeah.
not wanting to get, roughing the kicker, but he definitely could have absolutely blocked it, if not tackled him.
Yeah, he certainly could have tackled him. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to.
He looked.
I think
like
he was a little
untouched.
surprised how fast he got through there.
Right.
Yeah,
It looked like he was untouched through the line of scrimmage. Yeah, no question. If he just continues with his momentum, he definitely blocks that.
So good field position again for the Cowboys. Their second drive of the game, and here's Armitage again, and we'll get 5 yards on first down. Same way the last drive started, Armitage for 5, and then it was the penalty, and Cowboys weren't able to recover from that and had to punt it away.
And we talked about this, I think, before we were on the air, but there's nothing exciting, about what either team is doing, and this is just basic, hardcore, beat them up, pound them in the line of scrimmage football from both sides.
So Armitage has got most of the workload for the Cowboys here early. He gets it again over the left side, trying to be patient, looking for a hole, and there just wasn't much there. Maybe a yard. They'll give him 2 up to the 47, and that'll bring up a big third down play here for the Cowboys.
Gain of a couple, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Cowboys.
I know Bailey took every snap in practice this week. I don't know if he's capable, what he's capable of doing throwing the football. There is some stuff open in the flats underneath, if we can get him some time and if he's capable of throwing it.
All right, 3rd and 3. And Bailey will work out of the gun again, and it's Erlinson over the right side. Boy, and it looked like he was going to get there, but that was Chance Abraham. Quarterback, he also plays on the defensive side. Boy, it looked like Erlinson, who's a strong kid, had enough momentum to get to the 50, but Chance put on a pretty good hit there, and it's about a half yard short, and the Cowboys look like they're going to keep the offense on the field here. 4th and inches for the Cowboys. Bailey out of the gun to Armitage, and the first down and more across the 45 to the 44 into Tiger territory.
Well, the Cowboy offensive line is doing the job up front.
Gain is good enough for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys.
Cowboys have, and it's been pretty much right at them, just running right up the gut. Armitage did get out. Well, that was the play the hold was called on.
Yep,
when he tried to get outside. Other than that, it has just been pretty much right up the middle. And here's Bailey's first, or check that, that's Erlinson that lined up at the quarterback position, and Erlinson right up the middle for about 5 yards. Give him 4 to the 41-yard line.
And that's why I said, Raleigh, you might see a really low-scoring game. If both teams do this the entire game, the clock runs the whole time. And these games don't last long. And you got a running clock, essentially.
Yeah, just the one pass, the incomplete pass by Abraham. Cowboys have yet to throw the ball. And here's Armitage again. And he will get to the corner. Boy, that was a pretty good open field tackle. Armitage looked like he had the edge. That Abraham again over there?
Yep.
But he does get about 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and short, and the Cowboys here in 4-down territory. So you got a couple of downs here to get a couple of yards. Bailey Evans out of the gun. Armitage and Erlinson in the backfield with him. It is Erlinson over the right side. Erlinson gets to the markers and then is thrown back. They give him forward progress to the 32-yard line, and that is more than enough for another Cowboy first down.
Nice cut on Erlinson just to kind of turn that thing upfield and go north and south and get the first down.
Homecoming night here at Cowboy Field, and the Cowboy fans something to cheer about here in the first quarter as we wind her down here. We're under 5 minutes to play now in the first quarter. Second drive of the night for the, second possession of the night for the Cowboys. At first possession didn't go anywhere. But this one progressing very nicely. And Evans will throw for the first time, and he had Armitage in the flats, and that pass nowhere close. Down around Armitage's feet, goes incomplete.
I like the fact that they threw the ball, though, even if he struggles a little bit, just to keep the defense honest, because it is there. I mean, if he can make that pass, that little pass out in the flats underneath is going to be open.
Again, Bailey injured in that game last week, a rib injury. And he did take the snaps this week in practice, but he was limited on what he could do physically in practice this week. He's out of the gun here, and it's Armitage again. He's getting some work here, and Armitage puts his head down, gets a couple of extra yards at the end of that run inside the 25 to about the 24, and it'll bring up another 3rd and short for the Cowboys.
And you know what? He runs hard. I mean, when you tackle him, you're gonna get punished. I mean, he's not afraid of contact.
185 pounds, just a junior, and he got a lot of work last year for the Cowboys as a sophomore. So 3rd and 2 here for the Cowboys. This drive started just inside their own 40. Now they're inside the Tiger 25. And here is Erlinson again, and Erlinson puts his head down, bounces off a tackle, still on his feet. Erlinson inside the 10. Erlinson into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Erlinson breaking tackles and is in the end zone.
That was just pure desire there.
Multiple tackles broken on that play. Yeah, it looked like they had him at the 20. He broke through a couple of tackles.
He literally ran a couple guys over. Another injury, though. Pine River player down in the end zone.
So that touchdown coming with 3:55 to play here in the first quarter. Erlinson from 24 yards out. Break in the action. We'll take 1-2 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys lead at 6-0 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Evan felt able to walk off the field under his own power. Bailey Evans will attempt the extra point for the Cowboys. Weinbar will hold, snap good, hold good, and the kick is up, and it is good. 3:55 to play, opening quarter, and the Cowboys have the lead here in their homecoming game, 7-0 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milton, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
All right, a 60-yard drive for the Cowboys, capped off by the 24-yard touchdown run by David Erlinson.
Just back to the basics.
Yeah, good start for the Cowboys after a tough week last week on the road at Pillager. We mentioned in the pregame, this is a big one for the Cowboys. Their first section game of the year.
And another game, I think, that we're favored. I mean, I think this is a game that we should win.
Well, I mean, and really, you look at the schedule now. Other than Parker's Prairie, obviously has a pretty nice team. They're 3-0 to start the season. There's only 2 teams with winning records in their section right now.
Right.
Parker's Prairie and West Central area. Other than that, everyone else is below 500.
Right.
So, yeah, you look at their schedule. They got Parker's Prairie, by the way, next week on the road. Be a really good test for the Cowboys. And then after that, I mean, you got some teams you really look at. Really, the Cowboys should win those games. Here's Chance Abraham at the 20-yard line, and Abraham right up the middle of the field across the 30, up near the 35. So good field position for the Tigers here as they take possession for the second time tonight.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their.
Well, we'll see if the defense can be consistent and force another 3 and out. because they look good on the first drive. And I don't know if their big offensive lineman is back. I can't see. Is he back in the game, Oberfell, or not?
Yeah, I don't see him out there either. But even with him out of the game, they're still big. They've got some big guys up front. Here's Abraham to throw, and he had his guy near the first down marker, but passed a little low. And that was number 80, Logan Tyminski. Couldn't go down and get it. It would have been enough for a first down, but it's incomplete, and that brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if he's not playing how that affects them, because this Oberfell and Myers, 71 and 77, they'll switch back and forth, left and right, kind of like when Jordan Christensen and Alex Meyer were playing. I mean, they would actually, move to the left or move to the right, and we'd run over the top of them the entire game. And that's what these guys generally have done. So if he's not in there, that might change their game plan a little.
Abraham out of the gun, and he will try to get to the corner. Able to square his shoulders, and he does get outside across the 40, up near midfield, and it'll be enough for a Pine River Backus first down.
Knocked out of bounds by Aiden Sanchez.
Yeah, no deception or anything. He just takes the snap and tucks it and goes. And it's not as if he has crazy speed either. Give the guys on the edge there some credit. Get him around the corner because, again, Chance Abraham doesn't have great speed, decent speed, but he's more of a strong kid. He likes to run kids over. He'll throw here, looking out into the flats. Had Ellenfeld there, but it's a little bit wide of him, incomplete, and that brings up 2nd and 10. So they're not shy about throwing the football.
No, they've thrown the ball more than I thought they were going to already early in this game, and not successfully.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe a drop pass on the one, the kid could have caught it, but, a lot of these balls aren't even catchable. I don't think – they do have a 6'5" receiver. I think it's this Tyler Day, I believe it's number 9, that did go up and make a couple, really nice catches, kind of just threw it up in the air, and he went and got the ball. So they are capable of throwing the ball downfield, but –
Abraham out of the gun here, and we have a whistle before this play gets started and a procedure penalty against – Pine River. So that'll set them back 5. Just a couple of flags here in the first quarter. Cowboys had the holding penalty earlier.
45, so it's 2nd and 15.
And when you're an offense that grinds the ball out, 3 yards at a 4 yards at a play, and these penalties are more significant. Just a lot tougher to pick up a first down when you're running that style of an offense.
So 2nd and 15 now. Nose of the football on the Tiger 45-yard line. Abraham out of the gun. Ellenfeld and Stockman in the backfield with him. Second man through across the 45 and then hit hard and driven back. Forward progress up to the 47, but a 3rd and long coming up here for the Tigers. That was Rule on the carry there.
Yeah, nice tackle by David Ernson stepping up and filling that hole from his linebacker spot.
Cowboys seem to have some energy here tonight, which lacked last week. Sounds like there just wasn't a whole lot of energy. They seem to have come out here in the first quarter and played with a lot more energy. We're under the 3-minute mark now. Cowboys lead at 7-0. A David Erlinson 24-yard touchdown run and another pass high intended for number 80. Tyminski again, and he had Tyminski up near the markers. That would have been close to a first down had the pass been there, but again, Abraham a little bit high, and it falls incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down, and the Cowboys are going to get the football back here.
I mean, if the Cowboys can force Pine River into throwing the football or having to throw the football, we're going to have a good night. Because that's not really their game. It's not their strength.
The Cowboys nearly blocked the last punt. Abraham gets this one off, left-handed or left footer, and it'll bounce at the 30. Not much of a bounce. It'll roll dead at the 29, and that's where the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10. A 60-yard touchdown drive last time they touched it. See if the Cowboys can make this a 2-score game here.
And you know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it, because we didn't do anything special either. I mean, it just hand the ball off and run hard, and
Yeah, Armitage and Erlandson have both run hard.
Yep. I mean, until they can stop that, you might as well just keep doing it.
Yeah, and they were able to move it down the field without Bailey taking any hits. Again, Bailey Evans hurt in that game last week, rib injury, and he has not carried the ball here. It's just thrown it the one time and did not look comfortable when he did throw it. So doubt we'll see the Cowboys throw the football much, especially if they can have some success on the ground. No success on that play, a loss of a couple of yards.
About 2, so it's 2nd and 12.
One thing the Cowboys did put themselves in good position on that last drive, a lot of 3rd and shorts.
Right.
See if they can put themselves in another 3rd and short situation after this play. Bailey Evans out of the gun. Weinbar's wide left. Here's Erlandson over the right side. Now cuts it back. Erlandson finds some room. Across the 35, spins out of a tackle, and he has the first down up to the 40-yard line. Boy, great individual effort again by Erlandson.
It was really just a good read because that ball was supposed to go, off tackle to the right side, and it wasn't there. And he cut it back and found a little seam and picked up, 12, 13 yards. So really good vision on his part.
So Erlandson now over 50 yards. Armitage over 40 yards rushing for the Cowboys. They've done everything on the ground, and here's Armitage again. A big hole over the left side, and Armitage into Tiger territory to the 49-yard line. Give the guys up front. They have done a good job. Butts, Martinez, Sledadol, Abel, Benson, Albertson. Yeah, they're all doing a great job up front.
And you can kind of see that zone blocking scheme we talked about in week 1. You can kind of see how our running backs are kind of adapting to that and picking holes.
Back-to-back 12-yard runs, and here's Armitage again, another nice chunk of yardage up near the 42-yard line.
I like the way Armitage is patient, and picking his hole, and when he sees the hole, then he explodes through it. He really lets his blockers, work in front of him.
Coming up on a minute to play here, opening quarter. Cowboys lead 7-0, and they're on the move. Here's Armitage again, and that's another Cowboy first down up to the 38-yard line. State Farm shoutouts at 701-640-4189. I always like to know who's watching and from where. Again, shoot us a text, 701-640-4189. Shoutouts brought to you by Amanda Fredericks at State Farm Insurance in Breckenridge. 1st and 10, Cowboys at the Tiger 38-yard line. Cowboys scored on their last possession. Kunkel looks a little confused. They'll split him wide to the right now. That's Weinbar in the slot. Evans out of the gun. And he will give to, he'll play action to Erlandson, and he finds an open receiver in the flats. That's number 24, Cooper Roberts, and Roberts wide open. Good play action there, and that's what you can do when you're able to run the football successfully.
And that's the result, what we talked about, these guys playing really deep in their secondary. Those passes out in the flats are going to be there all day. And it's nice to see Bailey. That was a nice pass. I mean, right on the numbers. He looked comfortable throwing that.
Yeah, Cooper caught it on the run. Able to get a couple of extra yards, but putting his head down at the end of that run. Cowboys 1st and 10 now at the 26-yard line. Trips to the left. That is number 28, Lawson Oliphant, that's in the backfield now with Erlandson. And they will give to Oliphant, and nothing there. Loss of a couple of yards. We've seen a number of plays, 4 or 5 plays now for losses, but the Cowboys have been able to overcome that so far here in the last 2 possessions anyway.
Right. And you know what? I just stay with the game plan because it's working, right? I mean, we don't need to do a lot until they can just stop the basic, running play over the guard or the tackle. There's no sense to get away from that.
That'll be the last play of the first quarter. A good first quarter for the Cowboys on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge 7, Pine River nothing on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Here at the Amanda Fredericks State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you.
87, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
All right, 7-0 Cowboys. And the Cowboys on the move again in Tiger territory. They do have a 2nd and long here, 2nd and 12 for the Cowboys. Kunkel left, Weinbar to the right. And Erlinson and Armitage, you both got a lot of work in that first quarter in the backfield with Bailey Evans. Bailey has been working out of the gun all night long. All right, now we are set to go. Bailey's going to throw again, and he has some time. Going to be flushed out of the pocket. Now loads it up, fires it deep. And Kunkel went up and got it over the top of the defender. That was well defended back there, and Kunkel check that, that's Weinbar, isn't it?
I think it's coming back, though. I think we got a hold.
Well, there is a hold. Yeah, there is a flag in the backfield, and it is going to come back. That's unfortunate. Boy, a great catch by Dawson down near the goal line. That was well defended, but he just went right over the top of the defender to make the catch. But it's going to come back. Instead of 1st and goal for the Cowboys inside the 2-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 22.
Yep.
Penalties, Cowboys been a little bit better this year in terms of penalties, but that was a big one there.
They've been really good on the, not having the pre-snap penalties, the motions, procedures, those types of things.
See what they draw up here on 2nd and long. And it is Armitage again right up the middle, and he is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Might even lost a yard. Boy, Cowboys went from 1st and 10 at the 26. Now to 3rd and 23.
Lost one on the play.
From the 39-yard line.
Probably still in, depending on what happens on this play, but probably still in 4-down territory.
This would be a good opportunity for the quick kick.
It would be.
3rd and forever. Something Mike Belseth used to do quite a bit of, punted on 3rd down. Here's Cooper. Roberts again in the flats, and Cooper, a full head of steam, puts his head down, a couple of extra yards at the end of that run. Up near the original line of scrimmage, and that might be enough for the Cowboys here to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, definitely.
Really nothing else he can do here.
No, really. It's the only option you have. I mean, it's definitely 4-down territory after that completion.
Well, we saw Weinbar go up over the top of a defender a few plays ago, the play that was called back. But see if they might go back to Weinbar and let him go up and get one. See, they'll split him wide. And that's not Weinbar. That is Sanchez, Aiden Sanchez into the game. He's wide left right now. Some movement up front. No flag. And the throw by Evans is wide, well covered over there. Falls incomplete, and the Cowboys going to give it up on downs.
Again, penalties really stopped us. Both drives. The both drives, we turned the ball over, really were penalty-induced.
Look at our State Farm shout-outs. See BC watching tonight. And he's admiring Joey's tillage on the soybeans.
Yeah, there you go.
In the background there. Just a beautiful setting here at Cowboy Field.
Dead calm, too. Flag is just hanging flat.
See, Lane got it tuned in tonight. Lane, thanks for watching. Stephen Carey Nepple watching the Cowboys tonight on the Three Borders Sports Network. And let's see here. We got the Kelsons watching tonight. And Kevin, Karen, and Carly also watching Cowboy football tonight here on the Three Borders Sports Network. Again, shout-outs courtesy of Amanda Fredericks, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge. Again, State Farm shout-outs at 640-4189. Thanks to everybody out there watching Three Borders Sports Network tonight. Homecoming here at Cowboy Field. And Cowboy fans, a little something to cheer about here. Yeah, we weren't sure what to... both teams giving up a lot of points. Pine River, 40 points game. Cowboys giving up 32 a game. Weren't sure, how this was going to go. And right now it looks like it might be a low-scoring game. Cowboys have yet to give up a score. Coming up on 10 minutes to play. Abraham again. Boy, that pass well thrown. And that is Timonek. And he will take it to the house. A perfectly thrown ball. Caught it in stride and then just ran through an arm tackle, and it was off to the races. That was Tominski, Logan Tominski. He's just a freshman. And Abraham put it right on him. As soon as they mentioned the Cowboys have done a nice job, haven't given up any points. Boom, just like that.
And both teams have thrown the ball, more than I thought they were going to. And there's still 10 minutes to go in the first half.
Boy, these extra points are big. Cowboys converted. Bailey Evans kicked the extra point. Pine River will go for 2 here and the lead. They will give over the right side and Rule thrown down in the backfield. That play never had a chance. Martinez, Erlinson, Oliphant all in there to blow that one up. So the Cowboys maintain the lead. 10:07 to play here in the first half on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys lead at 7-6 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
7-6. Cowboys lead it. Tominski. 75-yard touchdown pass from Abraham. Our Three Border Sports Network camera shots brought to you by our good friends at Digital Guru. Joe Schreiner and Camden Kelson on the cameras tonight. Brian Watson producing tonight's game. Kevin Heidemann on the color tonight. I'm Raleigh Lipp. Great to have you along here on a beautiful Friday night from Cowboy Field. 10:07 to play here first half. Cowboys will get it back. The Armitage Bros back deep to receive, Paul and Gabe. And it will go deep to Paul, right up the middle of the field. Paul across the 30, the 35, up near the 40-yard line. And again, very good field position. Cowboys have had the benefit of some really good field position here tonight.
They have. And, going back to that extra point, Raleigh, we've talked about this so many times in high school and how many games come down to that. And how it affects how you play the game, with that one or two. And we're just so fortunate to be able to have a guy that can kick the extra point consistently.
Breckenridge always has. You go back year in and year out, and there are a lot of teams that,
It's a huge advantage. Even in the NFL, they're not 100%, but it's a high percentage when you're confident kicking it.
So the Cowboys get it back here at their own 39-yard line. Bailey Evans will give to Erlinson on the counter, and Erlinson cuts it back in. Boy, some hard yards there in the middle of the field, but able to put down his head, get about 4 yards on that play.
It's just hard-nosed football. You know what? Running backs are running hard. Not going to tackle either one of those guys with an arm tackle. You're going to have to wrap them up, or a couple guys are going to have to bring them down, and they pick up a yard or 2 or 3 after contact every time. So if you can just continue to grind it away, just stick with that until they can stop it, and they haven't proven they can yet.
2nd and 6 for the Cowboys. Evans out of the gun. Second man through. That is Armitage, and Armitage across the 45, across midfield, enough for a Cowboy first down at the Tiger 49-yard line.
And that was a perfect display of what I was talking about. how patient he is as a runner. See, he had his back or his hand on the offensive lineman and just followed those big guys up front for 5-6 yards, right?
Yeah, and when he hits it hard too, and he doesn't mind contact at the end. Both Cowboy running backs tonight getting some extra yards at the end of those runs by putting their head down.
Yeah, I like the way both of them run.
So 1st and 10 Cowboys. Cowboys spent a lot of time in Tiger territory here in the first half. Here's Armitage breaking through another arm tackle. They had him in the backfield again, but he's able to shake through that arm tackle and turn a negative play into a positive one.
And, we talked early on about the Cowboys. I mean, they kind of changed their scheme with their zone blocking and stuff, and they look more confident. I mean, they look like they're starting to understand what they're doing, and everybody knows where they're supposed to be. I mean, they just look more confident running the ball.
So 2nd and 9 for the Cowboys. Ball marked just shy of the 48. You can see the nice mark. Boy, the field nicely marked. Give Chad Affield a lot of credit here at Cowboy Field. The field looks really. I think he took that personally when you said the lines were crooked. Here's Bailey Evans who gets to the edge, and we have another flag.
Well, they actually had a robot that actually helped paint the field.
Yeah, that's what Chad was saying, yeah.
Freddie hired a guy, the robot that comes in and does it. That's pretty cool. And they got they got the marks on the hashes now, too.
Yeah,
the yard
it looks fantastic. And I don't know if our cameras have picked it up, but down in the end zone, Cowboys is actually they have the Cowboys written in the end zone. They don't have them colored in yet, but boy, it looks nice. It's a nice gig.
So another penalty, and the Cowboys pushes them back 5.
Yeah, Cowboys hurt by penalties on their last drive, stalled their last drive after they had gotten into Tiger territory. So 2nd and long now. It's Erlinson alone in the backfield with Evans, and that's going to probably go against the Cowboys. It's complete. Well thrown ball to Weinbar, who breaks out of a tackle. Weinbar's still on his feet and is pushed out of bounds inside the 30, but we'll check on the flag, and most likely this one is coming back.
And that came out early, almost like that came out really early, like somebody was lined up, not enough guys on the line of scrimmage, something like that.
Yeah, someone wasn't set up front.
But Bailey definitely looks better than what we kind of thought he was going to. He definitely looks healthy. Let's just put it that way. I mean, even the run before, he put his head down. He didn't avoid contact there either. And these last couple passes, I mean, he's throwing bullets. So.
Yeah, it is a procedure penalty. Boy, the Cowboys have had some big ones here in the last 2 drives. Remember the last drive, Weinbar caught a pass inside the 5-yard line. Cowboys would have had it 1st and goal.
He's got 100 yards in receiving, and then when you look at the stat book, he's at 0 because they all got called back. And I like throwing the ball to him because he runs great routes. I mean, he gets open. He's got good hands.
And he does. He goes out and catches it with his hands. Doesn't let it get into the pads, you know.
Right. He runs great routes, great. I mean, he's a good target.
So another 2nd and long here. Boy, Cowboys saw a lot of 3rd and shorts on that second drive, the drive they scored. But since then, a lot of 2nd and 3rd and longs. And here's another 3rd and long coming up now from the 47. It's Armitage again. Both Armitage and Erlinson over 50 yards each here in the first half. We still have 7 minutes to play.
And this is a big play, too, as whether or not Cowboys go for it on 4th down. I mean, right now, if they don't pick up any yardage, I would assume they would punt. But you pick up 5, 6, 7 yards, you might have the opportunity to go for it on 4th.
See, Weinbar and Kunkel are wide right. Play action to Erlinson. Now Bailey forced out of the pocket, and he's going to get to the corner, and he's going to tuck. He's got a little bit of room. Boy, a nice open field tackle there. Bailey gets by. That linebacker there, he has some room and probably gets close enough to the 1st down to where they maybe go for it. That was number 44, Earl Stockman.
He did a good job.
Junior linebacker.
Yeah, he did a good job at avoiding that rush because, I mean, he easily could have been tackled for a 10-yard loss. Yeah,
Bailey looks mobile tonight. And again, we were a bit worried. He took all the snaps in practice, but he certainly was limited after getting injured last week at Pillager. But yeah, he looks good. He looks comfortable out there tonight. 4th and 10. Roberts standing at his 40. Will punt it away. Good snap and a good kick. This will bounce at the 10, and it will roll into the end zone. Boy.
And nobody back for
No.
That was interesting.
That rolled just a couple of yards into the end zone. Cowboys nearly pinned them deep. So still 6:01 to play here in the first half. Cowboys leading 7-6. See, Erlinson a 24-yard touchdown run for the Cowboys. Tominski a 75-yard touchdown catch for Pine River. Yeah, other than the one big play to Tominski,
yeah,
that's really been about it for Pine River.
Yeah, they've looked good other than that.
This is Rule over the left side, and yeah, not much there. We talked about the big offensive line for Pine River Backus. Cowboy defensive front has done a pretty good job here in the first half.
And I don't think Oberfell has been back in the game for Pine River after he came out.
No, he hasn't.
Series. So I'm sure that's partly why, maybe they've thrown the ball more than we expected, because that's a big part of their offense, having those two guys up front. And when you're missing one of them, and maybe your best offensive lineman, a lot more difficult to run the ball.
So 3 yards on that first down run by Rules. 2nd and 7. Boy, the Cowboy defense come up here with a stop. Still plenty of time here in the first half. Chance has worked out of the gun mostly. He's underneath center here. Throws to the left side. I don't think the receiver knew that pass was coming. Yeah.
He actually thought it was a running play. He never even turned to look for the ball. I mean, he was actually downfield blocking on that.
So that stops the clock with 5:08 to play on a big third down play coming up here. If Cowboys can make a stop here, they should get the football in really good field position with plenty of time on the clock. So big play coming up here in a tight game.
Cowboys just need to understand down and distance here.
And again, Abraham will work underneath center here. Quick drop, and that pass deflected, nearly picked off by Kunkel over there. He got a hand on it, deflected it, so it's incomplete, and the Cowboys will get the football back, and they should get it in really good field position.
And even if they do complete that, it's not a first down anyhow, so I don't know why you would throw that underneath, inside of the stakes. But again, like I said earlier, if they're going to have to resort to throwing the football to be successful, I think Cowboys are going to have a good night, even though they did throw the one long pass for a touchdown.
Chance Abraham standing at his 12. And kick drives Weinbar back to the 40, a fair catch at the 40-yard line. So a nice punt there by Chance Abraham. But again, nice field position for the Cowboys. Their average field position has been about the 40-yard line.
Has been. I think he wishes he could have that one over. I think after he called the fair catch, he looked down and probably had a good 8 to 10 yards of space there. But
well, Cowboys still have 4:59 to work with, and all three of their timeouts.
Yep.
Erlin and Armitage have gotten the bulk of the work here in the first half. Here's Armitage again on first down. A play designed to go inside, and it goes out, and Armitage is loose. Armitage across the 40 and finally brought down up near the 30-yard line, but there is a flag again in the Cowboy backfield, and most likely this one is coming back.
That one actually looked like a holding, too, which I'm sure that's what they'll call. Yep, holding. Yep, and it's right at the point of attack, too, so those are obvious ones. I mean, those... That's right where the official is looking.
Boy, and what a great Cowboys have seen some great individual efforts tonight offensively.
Yeah, and you wonder sometimes, like in a play like that, 3 penalties on all big plays, but does that play happen if he doesn't hold? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that play designed the way it looked to go inside. Armitage did a nice job reading, nothing there, and was able to bounce it outside. But again, first and 20. And Cowboys would have been inside the Tiger 30. But some big plays called back because of penalties. And here's Erlinson on the counter. And Erlinson able to get to the edge. And Erlinson across the 35, across the 40. He gets those penalty yards back and maybe a couple of extra.
I like that little play where they run Erlinson in motion and make that little inside handoff because he's got a full head of steam going, and the timing on that has been really good too. I mean, they're getting him the ball with the full head of steam to get around the corner.
Yeah, Cowboys, but I wasn't sure what to expect. Cowboys just look like they're having some fun, a little bit more confident. And yeah, you take those penalties away. 3 huge penalties that have brought big plays back. Here's Bailey. This time he's pressured, and he's not getting out of this one. He's sacked back at the 35-yard line. So another 3rd and long.
Now the Cowboys, you got to be careful here, giving them the ball back in good field position with plenty of time left.
Yeah, it just has been penalties these last 3 drives. Every drive has been stalled by a big penalty.
Yep.
So 3rd and 15 now. Clock running, 3.5 minutes to play here first half. Bailey Evans out of the gun. He will turn and give to Armitage over the left side. Erlinson in front. Armitage bangs ahead up near the 40-yard line. It'll be well short of the first down. So 4th down, Cowboy punting team will come on. And, yeah, now Pine River Backus is going to get another shot with plenty of time on the clock.
Right, and they haven't sustained anything. I mean, they had the one long pass over the top, but they haven't been able to sustain any kind of a drive, really.
So Cooper Roberts. Cooper's had a nice night tonight, too. Done a nice job punting and a couple of receptions. Another good snap here, and a low line drive kick taken by Rule at the 30. And Rule sidesteps a couple of tacklers across the 40, stays in bounds, now knocked out up near midfield.
They're going to call a block in the back, I think, too.
Boy, yeah, another flag. We've seen a lot of flags. So, yeah, instead of starting 1st and 10 at the 50, this one's going to come way back. That flag at the 30-yard line. Yeah, so this is going to cost them about 30 yards.
Again, that was right at the point of contact, too. I mean, those are easy calls to make.
Signal against the Tigers.
Well, Tigers haven't been shy about throwing the football.
No.
Kunkel nearly had a pick on that last Tiger possession.
And that was a killer penalty there.
Yeah, we'll see how aggressive they get here. You know what? Cowboys have all 3 timeouts. If the Tigers do decide to get conservative here, see if the Cowboys use those timeouts.
Well, if they're going to put points on the board, they're going to have to throw the football. But I would assuming they'd wait till they get a first down or 2 before they... Did they fumble that? Nope.
That is Rule over the left side. That's not Chance in at quarterback. These are difficult numbers to read too on the back of these jerseys. That's number 8, Andrew Volk, the way it looks, a sophomore. I'm not sure if, Abraham out there.
Not sure. Yep. Okay.
So Chance Abraham now is. He's in a running back position. Andrew Volk, 150-pound sophomore in at quarterback. He lines up behind center, I formation. He'll drop back and pass, and he will throw deep down the right sideline, and it's picked off. That is Sanchez, Aiden Sanchez with the pick. Pine River decided to get aggressive, and it cost them. Sanchez with the pick, and the Cowboys will have a chance with 1:43 to play here in the first half. And remember, the Cowboys have a field goal kicker. Bailey Evans is certainly capable of probably kicking one inside 35 yards, which would mean they'd have to get, inside the 20.
Yeah, that was a break that the Cowboys needed.
Athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andy.
All right, Pine River Backus turns it over late. Cowboys turn it into 6. They lead 13-6, a minute 14 to play. Shout-outs brought to you by Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge. Stephen Erlinson and friends watching from Chandler, Arizona. David having a nice night here tonight. Stephen, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Shout-out to Andrew Volk and Easton Wynn. Volk number 8, Easton Wynn number 7. The Ables enjoying football tonight on the Three Borders Sports Network. Go Cowboys. So thank you to the Ables, and thank you to everyone out there watching Cowboy football tonight on the Three Borders Sports Network. Shout-outs brought to you by State Farm in Breckenridge. All right, Cowboys have opened the lead back up to 7. And we'll see how aggressive Pine River Backus plays it now. And they're not going to have real good field position. Nice job there by the Cowboy special teams. And that may make the decision very easy for Pine River.
Yeah, I'm surprised they took the chance that they did, given the field position that they had. But, it goes back to that penalty they had, or that block in the back. That changed everything. Instead of having the ball on the 50-yard line, they're on the 20-yard line and throwing a Hail Mary up to try and make something happen, right?
Yeah, the penalties tonight have really come for both teams. Both teams at really inopportune times. I mean, penalties that have cost teams 30, 40 yards. So 1st and 10 at the 26, and again, new quarterback in for Pine River. He's been in the last few possessions, and he will throw it, and he is sacked. Boy, and he's very fortunate to hold on to the football. That's Brian Martinez, one of the 8 seniors on this Cowboy roster, and he couldn't have been touched. He was there immediately.
And he took a swipe at it to try and knock it out of his hands, and he almost did. Still a great play.
Yeah, Volk did a really nice job of holding on to the football there. And Tigers just let the clock run here. They'll have to snap it one more time. See if the Cowboys maybe use a timeout after this next play.
Looks like
Pine River's going to let it run down and call a timeout here. You a little bit surprised the Cowboys didn't call a timeout there?
A little bit.
See, the Tigers will call one here. Cowboys will have a chance to at least make them punt it. And remember back in the first quarter, Cowboys nearly had a blocked punt.
Right, and on the second punt, it was close too.
So we'll see. Cowboys can stop the clock here.
And if you're ever
you'd at least make them,
Right, and if you're ever going to try and block a punt, it's now, because even if you do make a mistake and ref the kicker, you know what? So what?
Right. So it's going to be second and long. 2nd and 15. Yeah, and there's no way they're putting it up in the air here. See, Cowboys on the road again next week. They just alternate 1 week to the next. On the road, at home, on the road, at home, all the way through the season. Next week it's on the road at Parker's Prairie, and then they come home and they get New York Mills at home. Team the Cowboys beat in the section finals last year. Beat them handily last year, but New York Mills off to a decent start. They won last week, didn't they?
Yeah,
Mills?
they're 1-2.
Here's Abraham. Again, Abraham started at the quarterback position. They've moved him to the running back position, and they just have found no room for him. And the Cowboys aren't going to stop the clock. They're going to let her run. They'll be happy with a 13-6 lead here at the half. And that will do it. That is the final play of the first half. Good half for the Cowboys on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys lead it 13-6. Stick around for the halftime report. It's coming up next, brought to you by OSPTI. Cowboy football on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
At Smith Motors in Wapaton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Bold Print in Wapaton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
You know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota, or that we've been around for over 60 years. How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/bank.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wapaton, talk to Rick Stefan.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wapaton, an employee-owned company.
In 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour. plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
OSPTI offers pediatric physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We work with children of all ages that have a variety of conditions that may limit or delay their functional activities. Through therapeutic play, our goal is to help each child participate alongside their peers to their full potential.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Halftime report brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the pros at OSPTI. Locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. 13-6. Cowboys lead it. Cowboys get touchdowns from Erlinson and Evans. Erlinson a 24-yard touchdown run. Bailey Evans a 26-yard touchdown run. Tominski a 75-yard touchdown catch from Chance Abraham, the only score for Pine River Backus. Kevin, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, the score is close to what I thought would be lower scoring, but everything else was completely different. For example, we weren't sure what Bailey was capable of, right? Mm-hmm. He looked totally healthy, and he threw the ball really well, and he ran the ball well. And when he did get outside, on the east end around the corner, he didn't run out of bounds or take a knee. I mean, he put his head down and tried to run the guy over. So he definitely is healthier than we thought he would be. But the biggest change for them was their best offensive lineman. Oberfeld went out injured on the first series and didn't come back. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how many times they threw the ball, but they threw it a lot. And outside of the one play, they did not throw it successfully. I mean, they're not a throwing football team. And so I think that took them completely out of their game plan. And, running behind the two big guys, Oberfeld and Myers, and pounding it, which, we kind of thought they would do what you're seeing us do, right? And they're not capable of doing it without having him in the lineup. So I think that was a big injury, changed what they were doing. You know what? We're much better than what I thought we were going to be just with health. And then, of course, with both teams, the penalties kind of hurt them, really. I mean, the only time they stopped us was when we penalized ourselves, right? And, of course, then the last play, that Hail Mary pass from their own 20 where they gave us the ball back, late in the second quarter, deep in their territory was a little bit of a gift, but we took advantage of it. So, anyhow, no adjustments really for the Cowboys that I can see. I mean, our defense for the most part is playing great. So we just got to come out and continue to run the football and take time off the clock and put another score or two on the board, and that should do it.
Really a lot of improvement from both sides of the ball, up front, offensive line and defensive line, from the last time we saw the Cowboys a couple weeks ago here.
100% better. I mean, you can kind of tell, they're buying into what they're doing, and they're starting to understand what they're doing. You can really see it with the running backs, and Paul does a great job. I mean, he's patient up front. He reads the hole, and he picks a spot, and then he gets into that second layer with his head down and a full head of steam. So you can tell just by watching what they're doing. I mean, they're gaining confidence in their offense that they're running.
Yeah, Cowboys do look to be having some fun and do look much more confident tonight than the last time we saw them. Need to clean up some penalties. Their penalties, and we were just talking about it in the pregame, how they've been a lot better about penalties. But the penalties tonight have been big ones, have come at a very inopportune time.
They have, but the good news on the penalties are, I've always said this, there's two penalties. There's the pre-snap stuff, like the procedures and lined up wrong and motion, those types of things. And then there's penalties that happen during the course of play, which is just part of the game. And that's what they are, right? These aren't the mental ones that we're making. We've, give the coaching staff and the players credit. They've pretty much eliminated those mental mistakes. I mean, these are just physical things, that are taking place in the course of the play. But like you said, I mean, they're coming at horrible times. I mean, they've hurt us tonight.
Cowboys made their way down to the locker room here at halftime. Pine River Backus, their locker room is the south end zone. What are they talking about in the south end zone right now?
You know what? They got to establish something offensively, because I'm sure there's adjustments going on. Their game plan, I'm sure, is out the window without having their big offensive linemen in there. They're probably talking about making some adjustments, but they got to be able to sustain something, because offensively, outside of the one big pass, they've really had nothing.
All right, 13-6, Cowboys lead it here at the halftime report brought to you by OSPTI in Breckenridge. Second half coming up for you next, Breckenridge and Pine River Backus. Stick around on the Three Borders Sports Network.
OSPTI offers pediatric physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We work with children of all ages that have a variety of conditions that may limit or delay their functional activities. Through therapeutic play, our goal is to help each child participate alongside their...
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Wear Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878 or online at yield-advantage.com.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wapaton, talk to Rick Steffler.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
13-6, Cowboys lead it here. Both teams back out on the field getting ready for the second half. Cowboy football tonight brought to you on the Three Borders Sports Network by Giants Seeds and Snacks. They also sponsor our coaches show. By the way, no coaches show on Wednesday. Also brought to you by Smith Motors of Wapaton, the Wapaton Daily News, Superior Builders, Optimum Rehab. Cowboy football also brought to you by Interstate Engineering, Sanford Health, Grippers Sports, Bell Bank, Minn Kota Ag Products, by All Seasons Car Wash, Bold Print, by Red River Grain. Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Cowboy football also brought to you by Red River Valley and Western Railroad, the North Dakota State College of Science, Red River Communications, Cable Channel 128. We welcome those watching on Channel 28 tonight. Mindak Farmers Cooperative, and also brought to you by First Community Credit Union. For sponsorship information, please visit our website, 3borderssportsnetwork.com. And again, special thanks to all of our sponsors. Pine River Backus will get the football here to start the second half. They won the toss, they deferred, so they'll get the football here to start the second half. What type of adjustments do you think the Cowboys made defensively, if any?
Well, they don't need to make a lot because outside of the one big pass where they got over the top of us, I don't know if they even had positive yards. If it wasn't many, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what an opportunity. I mean, we go out and make a stop, get the ball back here in good field position. If we can force another 3 and out and another score, I mean, there's a lot of game left to play, to be talking the way I'm talking. But they haven't been able to establish anything. So, really the Cowboys just need to, not give up the big play, and I think we're looking pretty good.
Shout out to all the Tiger fans out there watching tonight. I see Lisa in Glencoe watching the Stockman Bros. Number 44. That is Earl Stockman, and number 79, George Stockman. So Lisa, thanks for watching in Glencoe, and we also welcome all those Tiger fans watching in Pine River and Backus tonight. Thank you for your support of the Three Borders Sports Network. All right, Cowboys will tee it up from the 40. That is Vogelbacher, Trey 6-foot junior. And he will kick deep to Abraham, standing at his 20. It's a short kick, picked up by Abraham at the 20, across the 30, tripped up and falls ahead to about the 36. They'll give him the 37-yard line. And that's where Pine River Backus will start their first drive of the second half, trailing 13-6. Again, they're a touchdown, a long touchdown pass from
37-yard line.
Abraham to Logan Treminsky, and that was all the offense for the Tigers in the first half. Not much other than that.
And they threw the ball a lot more than I ever thought they were going to.
Let's see, and this is Chance Abraham back at quarterback, and here comes a flag again. We saw a lot of flags. Matter of fact, a couple of flags out on that play. This one most likely coming back. Not much on that play anyway. Rule got a couple of yards, but.
And so here they go. They come out at halftime and they run a play and they get a holding penalty, and so they're going to be 1st and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And what an opportunity for the Cowboys. Like I said, if we can force a 3 and out here, we're going to get the ball back in great field position, with the opportunity to go down and make it a 2-score game early in the third quarter.
Boy, a lot of penalty flags.
Most of them holding.
Yeah. And early on, the first two possessions, or first possession for each team, I don't think there was much in terms of any flags. But, yeah, late in that first quarter and into the second quarter, we saw a lot of flags. And the third quarter here starts with some laundry on the field. So 1st and 20 now for the Tigers, and they have struggled to put yards, to grind out yards. Here's a pass to the right side. Cowboys giving them a lot of room over there. Pickup of about 5, maybe 6 yards on the far side.
I haven't seen him throw the ball deep or take, other than the little desperation one right before half, which is kind of what we saw last week. I mean, we saw him take some chances downfield. They're throwing a lot of stuff underneath tonight.
Well,
the Cowboys can pin their ears back here on 2nd and long. Passing situation. See if the Cowboys can make a big play happen here. Abraham out of the gun, and he's just going to tuck and keep over the left side, and he's a hard runner with some hard yards at the end of that run. They'll give him the 39 forward progress, so 3rd and long, big 3rd down play here. Cowboys can get off the field, and they would get the ball in great field position if they can make a stop here. It'll be interesting to see what Pine River Backus does if they get 4 or 5 yards here, if they might go for it on 4th down.
They need to establish something. I mean, they really have had no continuity with their offense whatsoever. Really haven't got anything going. I'm not sure how many first downs they have. Not many.
No, just a couple. Yeah, and here's Abraham again. He has no chance. Erlinson was there as soon as he tucked it under. He was running from Erlinson, and David gets to him and will bring him down in the backfield, and that will make the decision very easy on fourth down.
And Martinez has just been disruptive because he was in the backfield again on that play that helped blow that up. I mean, he's been in the backfield tonight, the majority of the time. So he's having a great day defensively.
So Abraham standing at his 25. That's Weinbar back deep to receive for the Cowboys. He's standing at his 30. And a low line drive kick. It'll bounce at about midfield, and Weinbar will just let it roll, and it will roll dead at about the 32. So that's where the Cowboys will start their first drive of the second half. First and 10 in their own 32, leading by 7. Again, Cowboys on the road next week at Parker's Prairie. Parker's Prairie, the only unbeaten team right now in the section. West Central is 2-1. Other than that, everyone else in the section with the losing record. So,
yeah, and up until last week, there was only 2 teams that had a win in the section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you look at the Cowboys' schedule here. We mentioned Parker's Prairie next week, but after that, these are certainly all these games are going to be, winnable games for the Cowboys coming up. That is Erlinson.
Late flag there.
Yeah.
That came in late. I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, a little extracurricular after the play there.
Like we have a flag on the field.
Oh, a lot of penalties tonight, both teams. And it is going to be a personal foul against Pine River Backus. So that'll give the Cowboys a first down.
That's the last thing that they need.
Yeah, and that'll move it all the way up near midfield.
And there was a case again where, Armitage had was essentially wrapped up and close to being tackled for a 2-yard loss, and he turned it into a 3-yard gain. And then the penalty came out. I didn't see what happened, but
so just underway here in the second half. First possession of the second half for the Cowboys after the Tigers go 3 and out. The Cowboys already at midfield, and here's the reverse, and Kunkel's got some room with Bailey Evans in front. Evans a great block, and Kunkel still on his feet, spins out of a tackle, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Tiptoeing the sideline here in the near sideline, and Kunkel takes it 50 yards on the reverse, and the Cowboys have opened it up.
And that's a great call for a defense that continues to over-pursue. And I think Bailey blocked 2 guys on that play. I think he knocked them both over. And what a great job at Kunkel staying in bounds, because I think everybody thought he was out of bounds.
Really a well-designed play, yeah.
It was a good call, well-designed play, perfectly executed.
Yeah, very seldom do you see a quarterback leading the way, but that was the case there. And Bailey, a couple of great blocks on that play, and his extra point is up, and it is good. 10:18 to play, third quarter on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys lead it 20-6 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Kunkel 50 yards on the reverse. Bailey Evans leading the way. Cowboys lead it 20-6 early in the third quarter.
And, we said, that, starting that first series for Pine River, if we can get a 3-and-out and go down and score, it's crazy to be talking this way with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, but you can just feel it, right? You can just sense that they just have no answer, and especially offensively. They just have no ability to sustain anything, so a lot of game left to play, but the Cowboys are definitely in the driver's seat.
Yeah, we were worried from a physical standpoint coming in. Pine River back is big up front. But, yeah, that penalty early on, that did change the complexion quite a bit. Right up the middle of the field here across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Pine River, you kind of sense this is a must drive here. There's Chance Abraham again on that return.
And even if they don't score, they have to be able to, sustain a drive, pick up a couple first downs, move the ball down the field. At least, I don't know what our worst field position has been, but it's definitely been, on the other side of the 30, 35-yard line. I don't think we've had the ball anywhere as close to our end of the field. We've got great field position all night long.
Yeah, Cowboys just really made great strides in the last 2 weeks up front. Well, really in the last week because they were bad up front. Pillager just ran them over on really pretty much simple dive plays right up the middle from what I understand.
Now they have a procedure again.
Yeah.
Well, last week the hard part was we didn't do a very good job of stopping the option. We haven't seen any of that tonight. Cowboys really haven't had to make many adjustments tonight because what they're doing is pretty good. And their offense is simple. We talked about the first 2 weeks they ran a lot of complex stuff, and after last week they just simplified everything. So their offense is simple, and like we said in the pregame, we know what they're going to do. There's no secret to what they're going to do. It's just whether we can stop it, and we've answered that question.
The Pine River Backus is going to call a timeout here. 10:10 to play in the third quarter. We have a timeout on the field. The Carlson Family Insurance timeout, 20-6. Cowboys on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
All right, another penalty has put Pine River Backus in a tough spot here. See what they drew up out of the timeout. 1st and 15 now, and here's Chance Abraham tucking and keeping over the right side.
Chance Abraham on the carry.
And he's able to pick up the yardage lost on the penalty back to the original line of scrimmage. And it will bring up 2nd and long.
And one thing you notice, Raleigh, dropping down into single A, when you look across the field at Pine River, there's not a whole lot of guys on the sideline. And then you can have a couple guys go down with injuries and maybe some guys ineligible. You don't have a lot of options.
Yeah, and just 7 seniors on the roster. Cowboys only 8 seniors on their roster. But yeah, you can see a lot more players on the Cowboy sideline than the Pine River Backus sideline. Here's Abraham to throw over the right side, and it's nearly picked off. That is Vogelbacher, had his hands on it, not able to hold on. It falls incomplete, and it will bring up 3rd and long.
Cowboys had that surrounded. There were at least 4 green jerseys in the area of that football.
Brings up 3rd.
And I think, when you watch him throw the ball, he rolls out. He's looking at one receiver. There is no second option, third option, because they had number 40 over here, kind of on a deep post, that he might have had taken a shot on single coverage, but he threw that ball into a lot of coverage there.
So another passing situation here on 3rd and long, and a low snap. Abraham able to go down and get it, and now will fire deep, and he's got a man, and it's complete inside the 30-yard line down to the 25. Really a well-thrown ball. Receiver had a couple of steps on the defender.
And that was the one shot. That was the thing we expected to see more of. That's what we've seen him do last week, was throw the ball deep.
And to throw deep, you have to have some time. And the offensive line, a nice job to give him enough time to get the receiver downfield. So inside the 25, here come the Tigers. Abraham able to break through a tackle inside the 20 and then runs over a defender at the 15. Boy, and just like that, you can feel the momentum swing. Just when you thought Pine River Backus was down and out, a long completion, and now they're into the State Farm red zone. Knock it on the door. Just under 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
And it's really the only thing the Cowboys have to do is just not give up that play, right? Because they haven't sustained anything else, right? Just not give up that big play, which is, what the only thing they did in the first half.
Now another player down for Pine River Backus. So a break in the action. We'll take one here too. 8:56 to play in the third quarter on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge 20, Pine River Backus 6 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Raleigh Lipp along with Kevin Heidemann. Brian Watson here tonight producing tonight's game. Joe Schreiner and Camden Kelson are handling the cameras. We appreciate everyone watching high school football tonight here on the Three Borders Sports Network. That was number 44, Earl Stockman, that was injured. He was being assisted off the field now, so we hope that injury isn't too serious. Again, Cole Oberfell went down in the first quarter, so a couple of key injuries for Pine River Backus here tonight. They're on the move here with under 9 minutes to play in the third. They need a score, trailing 20-6. And here's Chance Abraham trying to get to the corner, able to square his shoulders, gets inside the 10. Some hard yardage inside the 10 there. Give him about 6 yards.
I got a Breckenridge player down.
One of those in on the step. We have another.
Can't see a number yet, but
at this pace, we'll be here till 10. Lots of flags, some injury timeouts here. Yeah, they're still down on the field. And we'll break here too. 8:31 to play, third quarter, and another injured player on the field. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Breckenridge leads it by 14, 20-6 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. 20-6. Breckenridge leads it. Pine River Backus on the move inside the 10-yard line. They have it second and about 4 from the 7-yard line. Here's Chance Abraham again. Abraham, some tough yards inside the 5, still chugging ahead. He's down near the goal line. He should have a first down.
And that's a little bit more of what we expected to see tonight from them. And they did give him the first down. But all night long, we expected to see that. Tough to bring down. Move the pile 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust. Of course, losing Martinez there doesn't help the Cowboys because he was having a heck of a night.
Yeah, that was Brian Martinez, 5'10", 200-pound senior. That was down on the field. The good news is he walked off without any assistance. The bad news is he was holding his left shoulder as he walked off the field. So some injuries to both teams here tonight.
Kind of some key guys, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So first and goal from the 2-yard line. And again, the big play here, the long pass. And here's Abraham, puts his head down, and he is in. And just like that, we have a one-score game with 7:14 to play here in the third quarter.
And the Cowboys just did this, the one thing you can't do, right? I mean, a team that's struggling to move the ball and they're struggling to sustain anything. The one thing you can't do is just let them get behind you deep. And then both scores, were a result of that because they really haven't done anything else other than the 2 long passes.
Yeah, they just have not sustained anything.
But here it is. It's still a one-score game.
And they will go for 2 here, so they can make it a 6-point game here. See, Abraham will work out of the gun. And he will keep, and he won't have a chance. Yeah, Cowboys just keying on Abraham. There were 6 or 7 Cowboys there. He had no chance. So the 2-point conversion fails, but Pine River Backus hanging in there. It's a one-score game, 7:14 to play in the third on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys 20, Tigers 8 on the Tigers 12 on the Three Border Sports Network.
Bold Print in Wahpeton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
All right, we got a game going here. Homecoming night at Cowboy Field. It seems like the fans have continued to trickle in as the game has gone on. Kind of a sparse crowd at the start, but it's filled in here over the last hour or so. Pretty decent homecoming crowd, and they're being treated to a pretty good football game here.
Well, the Cowboy offense needs to respond, right now and go down and put some points on the board. Because, a minute ago we're talking about how they have this game in control and then they give up that play. So, you know what? Now they need to respond. They need to have that killer instinct where they can put people away.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that yet.
And you wonder if thoughts from the Staples game starting to trickle in to the minds now. Another decent return for the Cowboys. They'll have great starting position here at the 38-yard line. That's Gabe Armitage on the return.
Eli Abraham on the tackle brings up 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the.
Well, Cowboys have moved the football, but again, penalties have really hurt them in some inopportune times here. See if they can put something together here now and answer the Tigers' score. They keep it on the ground. Armitage, boy, very patient, picking his hole across midfield. Again, inside Tiger territory. The Cowboys will spend most of their time tonight in Tiger territory.
First down.
And we don't need to do anything fancy or whatever. I mean, that's all we need. Just continue to dominate the line of scrimmage and run the football.
Yeah, Erlinson has done a nice job, too. Is the lead blocker for Armitage. And here's Armitage again. Play designed to go inside, but able to bounce it out and get a couple of yards. But very balanced attack tonight from a running standpoint really all around for the Cowboys. Cooper Roberts, a couple of catches. We've seen Weinbar with a couple of catches. Armitage and Erlinson have done a great job. Well balanced back there in the backfield, and Bailey's had a couple of runs tonight as well.
Well, and then when they've really started to over-pursue, I mean, they've had some great calls on the reverse, some things like that. On the keeper that Bailey scored the touchdown on, I mean, there it is again in the flats. That play action is there all night.
Yeah, Cooper just wide open. Big target over there, and Coop carries it inside the 35-yard line. Another Cowboy first down.
I like that call. It's an easy pass. Bailey's protected. They do a great job of running the play action. But again, their secondary is deep. They're not going to let you beat them deep, but they're going to give you that stuff out in the flats, and so why not take advantage of it? So another really good call and well executed.
Yeah, third catch of the night for Coop. And I did mention Kunkel earlier. Of course, Kunkel had that long catch. Touchdown run. Evans out of the gun to Armitage again, and Paul, a big head of steam this time. A huge hole over the right side, and he finishes it off with some tough yards at the end inside the 25-yard line. Another Cowboy first down. They're just chewing up yards right now.
And anybody that steps in to tackle Armitage or any of our running backs for that matter are getting punished doing it. I mean, these guys are getting off the pile slow, right?
We're going to call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and again, lots of credit to the big guys up front for the Cowboys. They've had a heck of a game after really struggling the last couple of weeks. Now we have a timeout on the field. That'll be a Tiger timeout, a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. 5:37 to play in the third. Cowboys lead at 20-12 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
5:37 to play in the third here from Cowboy Field. Cowboys with an 8-point lead, and they're marching. They have it 1st and 10 inside the Tiger 24-yard line. Jeannie Schreiner watching tonight on Red River Communications, cable channel 128. Again, we welcome all those watching tonight on the Three Border Sports Network and those watching on Red River Communications, cable channel 28. See Preston Yagi and the buddies watching the stream in Minneapolis. Thanks for watching. And we got some folks in the Pine River watching tonight too. Got friends of Easton Wynn and Andrew Volk watching tonight.
Kind of a heads-up play there by Bailey. The snap came out a little bit hot and high. I don't know if that was a passing play. My guess is that was a running play, but he just got rid of it. He got outside the tackle, and he threw the ball downfield. So kind of prevented a 5-6 yard loss there just by being a little heads up.
See, Armitage got a little rest over there. He was out the last play. See if he gets the ball here. After a quick breather, he does. And he is following Erlinson and some room to the outside. Armitage gets the edge inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15, before he is gang tackled there on the far side, but it should be enough for another Cowboy first down. It is a Cowboy first down inside the State Farm red zone.
Really good job of blocking over there, too, out on the edge.
Yeah, that was wide open. Yeah, Erlinson is talking about his ability to run the football. Erlinson has done a great job blocking tonight as well.
Caleb Albertson, I think, was the tight end on that side. Did a really good job. Stayed with his block for 5-6 yards downfield.
1st and 10 Cowboys from the 18-yard line. Here's Erlinson again on that counter. And Erlinson some room, a full head of steam, dances his way inside the 10-yard line. And near the goal line, they're going to say he's just short. It'll be a Cowboy first down, but just short of the goal line.
And again, same thing with Jacob Kunkel there. I mean, another great job of blocking downfield. I mean, he stayed with his guy for 5-6 seconds that allowed Erlinson to cut that inside and almost score. So really good job, blocking downfield too, not just the offensive line, but tight ends and receivers.
Yeah, Cowboys have had it all going on this drive. This has not taken them long to answer. Armitage over the right side, and he is in. Cowboy touchdown, Paul Armitage from a yard out, and the Cowboy lead back to double digits. 4:20 to play here in the third, and the Cowboys have increased their lead now to 26-12 with the extra point upcoming. Yeah, really a nice drive there. A number of guys chipping in on that drive.
Right. And you kind of just sense that coming, right? You just sense that they're going to have a hard time stopping anything that we're doing because we're gaining momentum. Now if we could just not give up the big play on defense, we could breathe a little easier here.
But a big answer there for the Cowboys. And they'll go for 2 here. Erlinson will line up to the left of Evans. Armitage in the backfield with him, and it is Erlinson, first man through, and David is in. The 2-point conversion is good. 4:20 to play in the third. Cowboys have opened it up again. 28-12, they lead it on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Nice answer for the Cowboys. Boy, that didn't take long either.
No, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. That's just what they needed to do after kind of giving up that. You could feel the momentum switch just for a minute, and they came right back out and established their dominance offensively.
Well, big week at Breck High this week. See, Brian and Joe will be over at the high school for the volleyball game on Monday, a big section game for the Cowgirls. But Margaret Wilson's got the Cowgirls playing some pretty good volleyball again. 8-4 on the season. They got beat last night by Perham. A nice match at Breck High, well attended too. Like to see some fans out this week, but if you can't make it, again, Joe and Brian will be there on Monday versus Underwood, and then again on Thursday versus Barnesville. So a big week for the Cowgirl volleyball team, and we'll be there for both those matches. Return up to the 35-yard line. And that's where Pine River Backus will take over 1st and 10, now trailing by 16, their biggest deficit of the night.
Big hit by the Cowboys there.
Yeah, standing straight up. Those are the ones you, with a full head of steam, finding a guy standing straight up.
35-yard line.
So one of those must situations here for Pine River Backus.
And the Cowboys just need to understand that. I mean, they haven't sustained a drive. The one thing you can't do is just let anybody get behind you. We've done it twice tonight.
And Abraham has done a good job when he has had the opportunity of putting it on the money. He takes a hit here after the throw, and it is complete.
They did a good job. The Cowboys were blitzing on that play, and they picked it up. And, of course, Abram, made a nice throw with a guy in his face there.
So we got another guy down on the far side. We've had a number of injuries tonight.
For the Tigers.
He's going to be able to.
We have a timeout on the field for an injury.
That's at least the third player.
Yeah. Another break in the action. We'll take one, too. 3:46 to play in the third. Another injury timeout. Cowboys lead it 28-12 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
2nd and 5, Pine River Backus from their 40-yard line. Here's Abraham again. Boy, Abraham spinning off some tackles. Boy, nice run there across the 45 to the 47. It's a Tiger first down.
Aiden Sanchez, when it goes in on the tackle.
And those are hard-earned yards, too. I mean, nothing has come easy, right? I mean, he's not running through open holes, and getting into the second level. I mean, he's earning every one of those.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. Talking Chase Abraham, one of the 7 seniors on the roster. Yeah, plays both ways, and he takes some hits. Not scared to run the football. Yeah, he's on the field at all times. He's their returner and their punter. He turns and hands this time to Rule, and Rule breaks through some tackles, still on his feet across the 45 into Cowboy territory, and he has enough for a first down. Boy, great effort. Pine River Backus not giving up. Showing a little heart here in the second half.
Right, and this is where the Cowboys, I mean, they have an opportunity to make a stop, go down and get another score, can make this real difficult for Pine River, but they just continue to kind of let them hang around.
Yeah, first down into Cowboy territory, the 40-yard line. He did get out of bounds on the far side, so the clock is stopped with 3 minutes to play here in the third. With his second half taking a while to get through this third quarter. Here's Abraham again. Boy, it looked like they had him in the backfield, and he's able to slip through the line, and then a strong finish there. Contact made at the 35-yard line, and he just pushes some defenders all the way back up near the 30 and close to another Tiger first down.
There's a flag down again. I know.
There is. Boy, and another very inopportune time. Yeah. Well, is there ever an opportune time, I guess, to have a flag? But it seems like every penalty tonight is coming after a big play, and this one coming after they had some momentum gain. Yeah, this isn't a team that, 10 yards, it's tough for them to get 10 yards. They have to grind it out. But now to get 20 yards, they've been in this situation a lot tonight. First and long or second and long. And here's Abraham again. Nothing fancy, just following his blockers, and he's able to get a good chunk of yards back. Gain of about 7 on that play.
Seen the Cowboys blitz a lot more tonight than what we've seen in the previous 2 or 3 games.
Gain of about 7, so we'll bring up 2nd and 13 for the Tigers.
So second and long now, second and about 13 from the 43-yard line. They need the 30 for a first down. Clock continuing to tick away here in the third. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Here's Rule.
Big hit.
Boy, it was, but he able to bounce out that first tackle, first contact, and get to the 40-yard line. So big third down play coming up here for the Tigers. I'm sure they will go for it on 4th.
One of those in on the stop.
Figure they need 5 or 6 to give them a realistic chance of getting it on 4th. See, Rule is coming out of the game now. Well, he took a hard hit. And he looks to be holding his right shoulder over there on the far sideline. So third and long. 3rd and 10. From the 40. Abraham will throw, and it's picked. That's Erlinson with the pick at the 35. He'll return it to the 38. And a drive that looked very promising for the Tigers ends in an interception. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10 at their own 38, leading by 16.
That was a play the defense needed to make.
So the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10.
Pretty good night for David Erlinson tonight.
Really good, yep.
In all facets of the game. We mentioned his running ability, but his blocking tonight as well from his fullback position. And now a big play defensively. See if the Cowboys can finish it off here after a great drive on their last possession. Here's Erlinson in motion now in the backfield. Slipped, but now back on his feet, and he gets the football right up the middle and continues to run hard across the 45 to the 47-yard line.
He runs exactly like his brothers.
Tackle.
I mean, he's not getting tackled. He's delivering a blow.
Yeah, and seems to really love contact.
I mean,
he loves putting his head down at the end of runs. And again, a team that came in, this is a big physical team, Pine River Backus. And
Cowboys continue just to chew up time on the clock. Probably the last play in the third quarter.
See, Erlinson was at the quarterback position there. He hands to Armitage, who gets to the edge. And Paul into Tiger territory again to the 45-yard line. A Cowboy first down. And
Abraham. That gain is good for another Cowboys first down. First and 10 for the
Cowboys are going to chew up well over 200 yards tonight on the ground, the way it looks. But a very balanced running attack. I mean, between Armitage and Erlinson.
And Bailey had a big run, too, for quite a few yards.
Here's Oliphant into the game, and he's got some room. Oliphant loose across the 40-yard line, near the 35, and close to another Cowboy first down. It is another Cowboy first down.
On the tackle. That gain is good enough.
Lawson Oliphant, just a sophomore, 165 pounds, quick hitter there. And that will be that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Cowboys have opened it up here in the third. After 3 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, Breckenridge 28, Pine River Backus 12 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
Cowboys in control here, homecoming night. Cowboys looking for their first win of the season, and a good time for it too. First section game of the year for the Cowboys. Another section game next week on the road against the top dog, Parker's Prairie, unbeaten on the season. Cowboys will be there for a 7 o'clock kickoff next Friday night. Here's Oliphant again to the outside. Lawson, Oliphant inside the State Farm red zone, and now a penalty flag late. And they'll tack on a few more.
Are they going to get him for a horse collar over there?
It looks like it.
Flag on the field.
So that'll move it half the distance. Lawson back-to-back big runs for the Cowboys.
We're going to come up with.
Yeah, and we've talked about Erlinson and Armitage and Evans and Weinbar, but again, the big guys up front. That was a struggle for the Cowboys the first 3 weeks of the season, both offensively and defensively up front. But I tell you what, they have done a great job. That offensive line, Butts, Martinez, Sledadol, Abel, Benson, Albertson, have done a great job opening up some big holes for the likes of Erlinson. And there's David again, and he's into the end zone again. David Erlinson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys' lead now is 22.
Bailey Evans to try the point after.
You can really see the running backs they're just patient and they're picking their holes. And like we talked earlier, I mean, you can just see the confidence in what they're doing. Not just the line, but the running backs and how they're blocking it with their zone blocking. I mean,
Snap good, hold good, and the kick is up, and it is good. Bailey 3 of 4 tonight. 11:32 to play, and the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys have increased their lead. It's now 35-12 on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
A reminder about Cowgirl Volleyball upcoming Monday night from Breck High. A big section match for the Cowgirls. The Underwood Rockets will be in town. We'll have it here on the Three Borders Sports Network. Cowgirl Volleyball team's been a lot of fun to watch. They got another big one on Thursday, and we'll be there too. Brian and Joe will have the call in both matches. Underwood Monday, Barnesville on Thursday. How's that for a week of volleyball? Things going pretty good for the Cowboys here tonight, too. Yeah, hats off to the coaching staff, too, this young coaching staff. This will be a big win. First win of Carson Yegi's young coaching career. So a lot of things to feel good about tonight for Cowboy fans.
Yeah, and doing it at homecoming, at home. Mm-hmm. It says...
And a section game. And again, first section game of the year for the Cowboys. And you look at this schedule ahead again at Parker's Prairie next week. Parker's Prairie having a nice season so far, but the Cowboys should have a little mo going into that game, a little confidence. And then you look at their schedule after that, games they should win, you know. Wadena Deer Creek, who was beaten last week by Pine River Backus. You got New York Mills. Cowboys beat them handily in the section game last year, and then you get Walker Hackensack. So Cowboys schedule very favorable here down the stretch.
And you know what? We came into this game, you know, with a QRF of 52 out of 57, and no way are we in the bottom five. I mean, I don't know where exactly we should be, but not there. Tonight demonstrates that a little bit, too. We're much better than that.
And we've seen Martinez leave the game. He hasn't, I'm talking Brian Martinez, but I do see him on the sideline, walking up and down the sideline. But other than that, you figure you get Bailey Evans back healthy next week, give him another week to get healthy. Going to that Parker's Prairie game feeling pretty good from a health standpoint and, from a confidence standpoint. Another short run up the middle. That's number 12, Owen Daybill, another sophomore, 155-pound sophomore, his first carry. A couple of yards on that play.
Some personnel changes in for Pine River, too. Not sure. Who's that?
Let's see. That looks like Andrew Volk back in at quarterback now for the Tigers. See Chance Abraham. He's splitting out wide to the right now. See, Abraham has done most of the lifting tonight for the Tigers. Here's another pass nearly picked out. That's Oliphant back there defensively. Able to get a hand on it.
Intended for Chance Abraham.
That's Abraham on the far side, the intended receiver. So 3rd and long here. Clock stopped, 10.5 minutes to play.
Brings up 3rd down.
And again, Cowboys just need to understand that down and distance. I mean, that's really kind of the only Achilles heel they had tonight was the 2 big pass plays, but that's really all Pine River's been able, to do successfully. I mean, they haven't really established anything, and now they're 3rd and long here again in their own territory.
And Volk lost the football. It's on the ground, and I believe the Cowboys have it. They think they do, and the officials agree. Cowboy football. 3rd turnover of the night for the Tigers, and this one comes in their own territory at the 30-yard line.
Quarterback, I think, is down, too.
We have a timeout on the field for injury.
Boy, another injured player.
That's at least 4 stoppages.
And that looks like Volk. Yeah, he got hit after the fumble.
Jen Sanchez, can you come up to the press box, please?
See, we have another break in the action. We'll take one, too, here. 10:26 to play. Cowboys have opened it up here in the second half on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. The lead now is 23. Cowboys lead at 35-12 on the Three Border Sports Network.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
Andrew Volk able to walk off the field unassisted. Oh, a lot of injuries tonight. We hope none of them are serious.
At the Tigers' 30-yard line.
Cowboys have the ball, 1st and 10, following the turnover. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 30-yard line. And let's see, we have some substitutions in here. New quarterback.
Is that Trey?
Yeah, that's Trey Vogelbach, 6 foot, 175-pound junior. Not a clean snap there, down around his knees, not able to handle it. So the Cowboys get the ball back, but they lose 7 yards.
2nd and about 17.
The Cowboys would like to finish strong here. Been some good things tonight, obviously, leading 35 to 12. But still plenty of room for improvement. Going to Parker's Prairie next week, play the top team in the section here midway through the season. Here is Smith. Boy, nice little run right up the middle. That is Jaden Riggs. He's just a freshman, 135 pounds.
That was, I think, Lawson on the carry, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Lawson. You know, and he shows really good speed.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Lawson was that quick. I mean,
he's had 3 big runs tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he runs well.
And been in the thick of it on the defensive side of the ball as well tonight. So I'll just make a nice breakup on a play. Vogelbach again will turn and give to Lawson, and Oliphant up across the 20-yard line inside the 15. That'll be another Cowboy first down. The Cowboys are going to have 3 runners. Well, a couple runners. I'd say Armitage and Erlinson both have to be up close to 100 yards. Oliphant now probably approaching 50 yards on the ground tonight.
Yeah, and and they really don't. They really don't have an answer for what we're doing.
Yeah, Cowboys winning the battle up front tonight, and that was again our concern. And not much of it has been to the outside. A lot of it has been just this, right up the middle. And here's Oliphant again, and this time lost it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's pretty much the same thing on the big run he had earlier, where that play's designed to go, over the tackle, and he kicks it to the outside. It just uses his speed to outrun everybody.
Yeah, Cowboys have really shown their speed tonight. It's too fast for Pine River Backus.
I know it sounds crazy to say this, but we were, with 11 minutes to go in the third quarter, we're talking about this thing being over, and you could sense this was coming, because Pine River really had, other than just the big play, it was all they had offensively and defensively, really hadn't stopped us all night.
Cowboys will attempt the 2-point conversion. That's Erlinson lining, check that Vogelbach is in at quarterback, and he will keep it. Erlinson is in front. And Vogelbach is in. So the 2-point conversion is good.
No, I think he slipped short.
No, he did?
Yeah, he slipped. He would have been in, but he slipped.
Okay, so the 2-point conversion fails. But the Cowboys have opened it up here in the second half. A 13-6 lead at halftime has turned into a 41-12 lead now with 8:35 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the finish of this one coming up next on the Three Borders Sports Network.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Homecoming dance to come following a Cowboy victory, their first of the season. Yeah, a lot of good things for Cowboy fans tonight, especially here in the second half. Again, tight game at halftime. Cowboys have really opened it up here in the second half.
And, Raleigh, really, if it wasn't for maybe, 2 or 3 penalties, we probably would have had 2 more scores in the first half.
Yeah, there's certainly some things to clean up. Good coverage that time by the Cowboys special teams.
I'd love to see what our total offensive numbers are on the ground. They're going to be huge.
Yeah, I mentioned they'll be well over 200. They'll probably be over 300 yards on the ground tonight before it's all said and done. And sprinkle in some nice little pass plays, too. They probably only threw 5 or 6 times, but high percentage passes, really good play action.
And I like some of the calls that the Cowboys had tonight, too. I mean, a couple of reverses, the little inside handoff to Erlinson running full speed. That little play action with Bailey, hitting Roberts out in the flats. I mean, I like those calls offensively. We executed them well. I mean, really tonight, for the most part, Pine River really hasn't had an answer to really on either side of the ball to what we were doing. It was just, if we could get out of our own way. And, of course, again, it's too bad we gave up a couple big pass plays, but other than that, we've been pretty good defensively all night.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the way the Cowboys have played. I wasn't sure what we were going to get tonight, After that was a tough loss to Staples. I don't think they ever really – they just didn't bounce back very well from that loss because they went up and got beat up pretty good up front by a Pillager team. And, and that's not a real strong Pillager team. I think Cowboys were a little disappointed in their effort last week, but I think they have responded in a nice way. And give this young coaching staff a lot of credit. Get this team ready to play tonight after 3 straight losses to open the season. You got a section win under your belt, first section game of the year, and Cowboys, after an 0-3 start, they're going to be right in the thick of it in terms of, in terms of the section. They're going to be right up there. Next week, I'll have a lot. If they're going to catch Parker's Prairie, you're going to have to beat them next week. But that makes that game next week really big because just looking ahead at the schedule. I just look at those last 3 games of the season. The Cowboys should win those games.
Right.
If you go get a win at Parker's Prairie next week.
And it's kind of like last year, we started off 1-2 and ended up winning the section. So,
see, second and long, they'll throw here. Looking deep, well covered back there.
Brody Day's pass is incomplete.
See, well covered.
Oh, Gavin Hofford, yeah. Back there at the corner position.
Got to bring up 3rd and long. See Terry Ryder trying to get that clock a-rolling. So it will be a running clock the way it looks here in the fourth quarter. And that may come from the sideline of Parker's Prairie. Isn't it 35 points running clock in the fourth?
Yep, unless they agree, right, which obviously they have.
And again, Parker's Prairie's had Pine River's had some injuries tonight, some key ones. Pass out on the left side. That one intended.
Easton Wynn's pass.
Not a bad pass. Catchable ball.
See, I have no 88 on my my roster. I apologize. Bringing up 4th down.
Logan Church was on the coverage.
So Tigers going to be forced to punt it away here. Well, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's going to throw up a desperation pass that's going to be picked off. And it's going to be returned for a pick 6. That's number 14, Logan Church. We saw him back deep to receive the punt, and he had to hustle up when he realized they were going for it. And then he comes up with the pick and returns it for a touchdown. Logan Church, 5'10", 145-pound junior.
So definitely going to have a running clock now. I'm surprised they went for that on 4th down, but that's okay. Not that we're going to have any income or matter difference on the income or outcome of the game. Excuse me.
By the Cowboys.
Now the Cowboys will take a timeout here. Again, if there's anyone out there that would like some sponsorship information, you can find it on our website, along with our schedule of events, threebordersportsnetwork.com. Again, I'd like to remind folks there will be no coaches show, no Giants sports or no Giants coaches show on Wednesday. All right, but it'll be back the following Wednesday. But no Giants coaches show this Wednesday. But a very busy week here on the Three Border Sports Network. We mentioned Cowgirl volleyball on Monday and Thursday. Underwood on Monday. Barnesville comes to town on Thursday. Joe and Brian will have both those matches for you. And then we have Husky football on Friday night here on the Three Border Sports Network. Cowboys go for 2 here. And Campus is into the game. Riley Campus at quarterback, and he'll get in to the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Just a freshman, Riley, 175-pound freshman. A 2-point conversion, and the Cowboys now lead it on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 49-12. All Cowboys here on the Three Border Sports Network.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
Cowboys are going to pick up their first win of the season on homecoming night. Cowboys been dominant here in the second half.
Probably see some personnel changes on both sides of the ball, and the clock I think will be running the whole time. So,
yeah, we're on pace for one of the longer games that we have done. This will be near 3 hours before we're out of here tonight. Again, a lot of injuries tonight, a lot of flags tonight. It's one thing the Cowboys will have to clean up a little bit. I'm sure they're a little bit disappointed on the number of penalties tonight, but have been able to overcome it in a big way. But yeah, just a lot of bright sides for the Cowboys tonight. You know, coming in 0-3 and.
Well, and a must-win, really must-win situation.
It was,
and not for the win-loss column, not because you're not going to make the playoffs, because everybody does, for none of those reasons, but for just the confidence and you know.
Yeah, just from a standpoint of the kids having a lot of fun, you know. It just looks like they're having fun tonight. That usually turns into pretty good results.
Cow, did we recover that?
Wow. What a great effort to go down there and get it. Yeah, it was Oliphant. Yeah, what a great effort to go after that.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
Boy, that was a dangerous play. That was Easton Wynn that went down and recovered it.
Tell you what, Lawson is fast.
Yeah, he is. He was really barreling down there. And he just sniffed it, didn't he? He just sniffed a loose ball there. Yeah. Lawson really has showed some quickness and some speed tonight. Got a touchdown tonight, and he's just been around the football a lot. Clock continues to run here now. We'll have a continuous clock, so we'll run through these final 4 minutes pretty quick. Stick around following the game for our post-game report. Run through the schedule next week. Here's another incomplete pass to the left side.
Easton wins pass.
See, that's Easton win into the game at quarterback.
Intended for Tyler Drulo. Tyler Drulo was on the coverage.
Is that Logan Church again, who just scored on the pick six, was in the backfield. Almost had his first sack.
Yeah, everyone getting a chance here tonight. Logan, another one of the underclassmen. Second and long. This time Wynn will just turn and give to the first man through. That is Sean Reyes, another freshman.
Sean Reyes.
With some young teams. We've seen some young teams, including the Cowboys, just 8 seniors on the roster. Pine River Backus, just 7. I think Staples, who was here a couple of weeks ago, I want to say they only had like 3 or 4 seniors on their roster. Staples Motley, by the way, who had won 4 games over the last 3 seasons. They're 3-0. So we talked about how tough that loss was for the Cowboys. It seemed they had that one in hand, lost it late, but the Cardinals have a little something going. Staples Motley 3-0. Been a long time since they've been 3-0 to start the season.
First down. First and 10.
You'll see a few sprinkles on the windshield, Raleigh.
49-yard line.
I think they had a 15% chance of any precipitation tonight, and it looks like we're going to get a little bit.
Yeah, we'll take whatever we can get right now.
Probably not enough. Probably not enough to register.
So first down run here for the Tigers. And here's another handoff to Reyes, trying to get outside, not able to. No gain on that play.
Kai McDonald on the.
Certainly a possibility these two teams could meet again.
Brings up second down, 2nd and 11.
Sometime late next month. See, this marked the halfway point of the season. Now the short completion in the flats, gain of a few yards will be short of the first down. Final minute here from Cowboy Field.
Easton win pass.
Homecoming 2023 will go into the books as Cowboy victory.
Maybe 2 plays left.
Joey Lopez on the coverage.
Here's Wynn, chased out of the pocket, throws incomplete to the left side. He may line up and throw it one more time.
Bring up 4th down, 4th and about 1 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and what a win when you had to have one, and especially going into Parker's Prairie next week.
Yeah, and again, you're able to stay healthy for the most part. We saw Martinez go out of the game, but I've seen him walking around the sidelines. Just looking at how he's walking around on the sidelines, it doesn't look like it's anything too serious. First down run here for the Tigers, but that may be the final play. And then, you kept Bailey Evans healthy. Bailey looked good tonight.
Really good.
For a guy who, he got banged up pretty good in that loss to Pillager last week. But yeah, he looked good tonight. Cowboys keep him healthy, and he should get only healthier through the week next week. Get him ready for that big showdown at Parker's Prairie next week. That should be a lot of fun. All right, that is it from Cowboy Field. Cowboys pick up their first win of the season, first win of the Carson Yagi coaching era here in Breckenridge, and a convincing win for the Cowboys. Your final on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard: Breckenridge 49 and Pine River Backus 12. Cowboys improved to 1-3, and Pine River Backus drops to 1-3 on the season. The post game is coming up next on the Three Border Sports Network.
matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
All right, welcome to the post-game report. Cowboys win it in convincing fashion. 49-12, your final score. Cowboys now 1-3. A little momentum heading into the big game next week at Parker's Prairie, and plenty to feel good about. Really, I mean, a lot of different guys contributed tonight on both sides of the football.
A lot of guys, and you know what? Their offensive line looked great. Their running backs did a great job of reading holes and picking spots. They did a really good job of blocking downfield, which you don't see a lot of the times. But even in the secondary, our running backs were at the second level most of the time tonight, and you were still seeing guys holding their blocks downfield, their tight ends or wide receivers making blocks downfield. So really super positive stuff on the offensive side of the ball for sure. And other than a couple big plays on the defense, they dominated too, really.
Yeah, so that sets the stage really for a big one next week. You're on the road at Parker's Prairie. They went into tonight's game unbeaten, and most likely they're going to win tonight. They were hosting Wadena Deer Creek, a game they should probably win. So Cowboys are going to get a shot at an undefeated team next week.
Right, and you know what? They're capable of playing with them. I mean, that's why I look at this QRF. I mean, we start the season off, and we were 52 out of 57 teams in our class, and there's no way we belong there. And, I mean, that does not look like what you just saw tonight. It does not look like a 52nd ranked team. We're capable of playing with Parkers, and who knows? It's high school football. We could come out of there with a win, and would that change things in a hurry?
Yeah, here's the upcoming schedule again. This marks the halfway point for the Cowboys. Here's their upcoming schedule at Parker's Prairie next week. They follow that with a home game against New York Mills, then Wadena Deer Creek on the road, and then you finish it up at home against Walker Hackensack. So very winnable games for the Cowboys down the stretch, and this is hopefully just the start for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think so. And like we talked earlier, Ral, I mean, new coaches, kind of new system. There's a little bit of learning curve tonight, but I think you saw tonight. I mean, that was probably as good as you could hope for, really. I mean, on all facets.
So best of luck to the Cowboys next week at Parker's Prairie. Again, that will be a game that we will not have here on the Three Borders Sports Network, but we have a very busy week coming up next week. Cowgirl volleyball, big week for the Cowgirl volleyball team. At home against Underwood, big section game on Monday. Brian and Joe will be there for the call of that match, and then Barnesville will be in town on Thursday. Boy, a great week if you're a Cowgirl volleyball fan. And again, if you can't make it, Three Borders Sports Network will be there for both of those matches. And then, of course, Wahpeton is at home next Friday, so Joe and Brian will be over there for that one. Kevin and I will be back here 2 weeks from tonight when the Cowboys will be hosting New York Mills. We hope you can join us for that one. That will do it now from Cowboy Field. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I know we did. 49-12, your final score. Cowboys pick up their first win of the season. For Brian Watson, Joe Schreiner, Camden Kelson, Kevin Heidemann, I'm Raleigh Lipp. Thanks for watching the Three Borders Sports Network. Have a great weekend, everybody.